Mike Hamilton, Lithia Toyota. I'm standing next to my 1994 FJ80 Land Cruiser triple locked. We got the inspection. It's been about a week since the trip up to Washington State, up near Mount Adams in the little town of Trout Lake, for basically a apple farmer. So, you know, you get Washington apples. This guy was using this thing on his ranch, and also has a pizza store in town, and but he never really drove this thing really off the property except for 3 miles into town to his pizza shop. And when he went to get supplies in Portland, he took another vehicle to get supplies for the week for the shop. But we got the inspection report back, things I already knew and things that my technician, one of the really good guys, Bobby, working on my vehicle, so very well trained tech, has been doing repairs on Toyotas for many years, and been working on these Land Cruisers and works on, there's a guy has 3 of these that comes in here and brings these in for repairs and maintenance. And so let's go over some of the stuff like that I found out, and then what I know for that of the $12,000 that I've approved of work for the store so far. And I knew I was going to get into this pretty big, so found out this is a pretty good bumper here. So I got this Iron Man bumper here, and apparently it's a pretty good one. It may be out of Australia from what I'm finding out. Anyways, that's something that that I guess I'll keep on, because just looking at the other models of these things, it's that's going to save me a couple $1,000s, and that alone, I've seen, man, some of these, like the rear ones, going up to something in the neighborhood of $4,000. Anyways, going to the back, different models I've looked at. You got 4x4 Labs, which is a big company. Matter of fact, what a small world and stuff. It's out of Grass Valley, California, which is about 100 and something, 120 miles from where I'm at right now. Well, years ago, I used to sell batteries, like interstate batteries, for a Napa Auto Parts affiliate that has 20 plus stores, and I ran around in a battery truck. And matter of fact, I sold 4x4 Labs, but Optima batteries for a number of years. And this guy has all this cool stuff that they use for fabrication. Only thing about his rear bumper, that which looks really nice, you got to go into cutting the A-frame. So I'm kicking that around versus doing a sleeve, which is bolts on. But anyways, it's not that expensive for the 4x4 Labs. It's like in a little over $1,000, maybe $1,400, and double swing outs and things like that. Versus I've seen them, some brands going well and up to over $4,000. I was like puckered up when I saw that. So anyways, let's go over what we're gonna do. So one thing I still have to pick out, I already got the labor involved, is vented rotors and ceramic brake pads. There's our Brembo type style, so I'm still kicking around what I'm doing there. But anyways, brakes all the way around need to get done. We had when filling this thing up, we had a fill leak going on. That's because off-roading, this thing's been hit from underneath and bent up the filler neck on the fill tank. And it's not a small fill tank as it is. So Australia, they say anywhere you go four-wheel driving, you're 100 miles from anywhere. So I'm thinking about upgrading this tank to a 42-gallon tank. That's still on me. That's not part of the full overall price. They have a OE tank on the list, but I'm telling them to kind of hold off on that until I do some more research. So fill tank's got to get replaced. I already knew the AC doesn't work, so $1,600 for AC work and repair. We're then had a water leak, so water pump needs to be fixed. So we're going to do water pumps. We're going to do a full tune-up on this thing. So we're looking at all the plugs, all the hoses, all the belts. Water pumps going to be replaced. What else are we going to do? There's a few other couple things. You know, fill filter. All the fluids are getting changed out of the diffs. Everything's all fresh fluids all the way around. The diff locker selector, guy said it was not working and engaging. It's because the selector switch that goes in it is broken, so that's a real cheap fix. I'm locked up and can't get into it right now, but anyway, I'll show you in a picture of what that is. But that's the specialness of that. And then I found after I blew off this thing with a blowout, I found some body fender moldings that I like, fender flares I like a lot better than these. And that's everything I'm doing here is nothing to make it look prettier. Latch issues on here, window regulator that's out. So these are things we're gonna fix. So this latch doesn't latch. This bottom part needs to get bent back. It's bent right there. Anyways, that's easy fix. New fan shroud in there. There was a few other things. Oh yeah, we're gonna get like either Old Man Emu springs and shocks, or Dobinson's, those things like that. Then I've been looking at doing paint repairs. I'm just thinking about wrapping it. I'm actually thinking about like actually tackling it myself and doing my own paint job. I've been watching a lot of paint videos on YouTube and seeing gosh, all the real hard stuff seems to be in the prepping of the paint. So taking off the this paint and sanding it down, getting rid of these rust patches and putting in the Bondo and primer in it and stuff. Like all the real big money seems to be inside doing the work to get the vehicle prepped for a really good paint job. You know, I could do some of this stuff up here. We got some dents up here. I could fix that. It's all basically a slide hammer and how to pull out some of these dents. And also Bondo it out and sand it down and get it flush and get it looking good. I mean, then I'll have to deal with stuff like the new weather strips and things like that. And of course, I'm not going to tackle upholstery. We got a good guy in town, Frank's Upholstery, to work on that. So anyways, we're going to start the first phase of 2 repairs. And this is just really to get this thing ready to smog and blowing cold air in the vehicle. And then we're going to go into the rest of the stuff, getting into the brakes and the fuel tank and the under stuff there that I gotta still work on getting. But anyways, that's the update. Next time on the technicians getting working on it, I'm gonna see if I can't get an interview with him and get it while it's up on the rack and show you from underneath what it looks like and why this vehicle is the special vehicle to get. Well, any of these FJ80s, but like really from 93 through 97, and the engines kept on getting a little bit stronger. Then 95 through 97 had a TRD, but supercharger that was available. They said they can modify the 94, so I'm looking at maybe doing a TRD supercharger. But this engine is such a great engine for what it's built to do, and it's go 7 to 12 miles an hour off-road. So not a lot of engines could go that low and slow and last 600,000 miles, but that's what this engine's built for. So I'm not going to do some kind of LS swap. To me, that's kind of sacrilegious to put a Chevy engine inside a Toyota. I mean, and put some, you know, although the LSs are fairly reliable, it just doesn't feel right. Just can't do it, to be honest. So something I'm not gonna do, and I'm gonna probably keep this OE engine and just make it better. And if I want a little more speed and power, again, getting that TRD supercharger. I think that's built by Magnuson, so you can still get basically a clone Magnuson of the same thing. I just got to figure if it's got the smog sticker for California, because California is really strict on a lot of that kind of stuff like that. We had to get rid of that. We had a Dodge Charger Scat Pack because we had to pay $8,000 to get it back to being smoggable, because this guy really super tuned this thing. It sounded mean, man. It just took off. We had to sell it to our wholesaler that's going to send it out of state where they don't have the smog restrictions that California has. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. See you next time.